What is going on, friends, and welcome into a very special interview I had with Anthony Showtime Pettis before his huge fight Saturday, December 10th on pay-per-view. It's UFC 206, Max Holloway versus Anthony Pettis for the interim UFC featherweight title. Anthony was such a cool guest, and he would join us in just one moment. You can follow us everywhere in the universe. I'm on Twitter at mmercado2333. I'm on Instagram. You can follow me there at MikeMercado2333. Subscribe to us on YouTube to see other cool UFC interviews that we've done. Just go to YouTube/MikeMercado2333 and you subscribe to us right there. Do us a huge favor and like us on Facebook at Outreach Radio Chicago, and visit the website mercadoairwaves.wordpress.com. And here's our interview with Anthony Showtime Pettis. How you doing, Anthony?
I'm good, bro. How you doing?
I'm good, my man. Thank you for taking some time for us. I'll get you in and out, my brother.
So,
how you feeling heading into to fight week? You know, fight week is crazy time for you guys, especially when you're traveling up north.
yeah, man, I'm out in Toronto now. I'm getting ready to fight. I got to get these weigh-ins out the way, and then the next thing off the checklist is knocking Max Holloway out. So I'm going out here with something to prove, man. I got to go out there and remind people. Last fight I got the submission. This fight I need to knock out, and this is the perfect opponent to do it against. There's
so many different X factors. How frustrating that it's not only that you're going to win the fight, but you got to do all this other side stuff. How frustrating is that for somebody of your talent level?
I mean, it's not frustrating because I don't want to go to the judges anymore. I think because my last three losses, I'm not used to losing. I don't lose out of 3 in a row by judges' decisions. I had to make a change, and I think the sizing factor was a big reason why these guys were grinding these decisions out. Bigger guys that were trying to hold me down on the cage, and I had a decision to make. Do I bulk up and become a bigger 55er, or do I go try to get another belt in a new weight class? And going down to 145, I got to bring these exciting fights. I got to be the guy that people want to watch again and want to watch knock these guys out, make the competition look like it's not competition, and that's what I'm trying to do. I think my mindset in this camp was that I got my confidence back from the win. I got a good training camp, no injuries, and I'm here now. I'm ready to go.
How much of it is physical and how much of it is mental, in your opinion, of all the huge fights you've had? What does the percentage lead into?
Yeah, I mean, you're fighting the best in the world at what they do. Obviously, they're in the UFC and they're ranked at their place for a reason. We're not fighting, just a guy off the street who's not training for this. We're all training for this. We all know what we're getting ourselves into, and there's a strategy and game plan behind it. So the physical part's done in the gym. I mean, obviously you got to work your butt off. You got to get in good shape, and you got to be strong to compete. The mental side is where you can get the edge on how to finish these fights easier. You see these quick knockouts and these guys, like even Conor McGregor, for example. I mean, his left punch, we all know he's going to throw a left punch, but he's setting it up. He's taunting guys. He's making guys want to hit him so bad that they give him everything they got with their right. He flips, rips, knockout. So I think a lot of it's mental, especially in the fight. A lot of it's all mental. You're in the best shape of your life already, so it's not like you're going to get any more shape fighting out there. You just got to go out there and be mentally sharp and strong to get the job done.
Do you feel that there's a mental edge being in this moment? This isn't the first time that you've been on the spotlight, that you're the main event, that you're the one everybody's going to have all the eyes on, and you seem to thrive on it. I mean, it's in your damn nickname, but do you feel like you have an edge heading into this fight for that reason?
Most definitely. I feel like I'm coming to this fight so confident. I've been here before. I fought tough. Look at my last list of opponents and match it up against his. It's not even close comparison. So I feel like I've been in there with tougher competition. I'm the bigger guy. I have the cardio. I put the work in, and now it's just go time to perform, man, with a smile on my face.
All right, my brother, let's just get a couple of these Twitter questions out the way. If you weren't kicking ass, man, what would you be doing?
I was a firefighter right out of high school, man, so I might be doing something with firefighting or running martial arts gyms. I also had a martial arts gym when I was a kid.
That was actually one of the next Twitter questions. You were a firefighter. What got you into that?
It just happened. My father passed away when I was 16. I'm a sophomore going on a junior in high school, and it was a weird time for me, man. So I missed a lot of high school and, deciding what career I was going to follow. And I had an opportunity to be in a fire academy, right out of high school. It just made sense to get something secure and something that was fun, and it made sense for me at that time. It was a fun job. I met some cool people. I got some cool experiences out of it.
One of the other ones is, speaking about your late father, is how much is Pops involved in spiritually or mentally when you're inside these awesome fights?
Yeah, it's huge, bro. My dad and me, I feel like I'm still, just like any other guy, when they win the fight, they go to their pops and tell them what they did. I'm the same exact way. So even after all these years, man, my relationship with my dad is definitely still the same. I try to keep him close as my life as possible. I have a daughter. She knows who he is. She goes to his grave with me all the time. So, yeah, it's a huge part of my life.
That's actually really cool. And what do you and the little princess do when you aren't busy training?
Oh man, I try to spend as much time as I can. Pretty much whatever she wants to do. She's into 10 different things right now. So, after the fight, I'm in training camp for 8 weeks. So I feel bad because I have to be selfish. I can't give her the time that she deserves, and after the fight, I'm all hers.
You're a local guy up in Milwaukee. How do you feel MMA can help those in the community? Because you know all the violence that happens here in Chicago and in the Midwest and stuff that we don't see on the news. How do you feel MMA can help the people out there, man?
Yeah, I think not even just martial arts in general. I think everybody can relate to fighting. I don't care what race you are, what language you speak. We all know what fighting is, and if you can have some discipline behind the way you learn how to fight, I think that makes these, for me especially, I grew up doing traditional martial arts my life. It gave me like this sense of responsibility and just this life skills that I've learned that through fighting. You can learn it in school. It's different. Some kids don't relate to school that way, but when my instructor was teaching me how to punch and kick and what it does to somebody, but then he showed me the discipline and respect behind it and how to control myself and all that stuff. That's the life skills I think that martial arts teaches. And then when you get to that position, you're not really thinking about what you could do to somebody in the street. You know what you have inside the gym. So I think the life skills that martial arts brings is huge, that we could help with all this violence in the Midwest.
Anthony, you've been awesome, brother. Last one before I let you get out of here. Any last advice for any 13, 10, 12-year-old getting ready to become the next Showtime down the road? Any advice for them?
Yeah, I always give the same advice, man. Come to the gym with the attitude and willing to learn. Whatever your attitude is the result you're going to get out of it, and just fall in love with the process. Everything else comes later. I mean, the UFC, the money, the fame, the glory, all that comes after you fall in love with what got you there.
December 10th, you're looking to bring back some gold over here, so I look forward to seeing you at the Bucks-Bulls game when you're holding that UFC gold up.
Most definitely, bro.
One last huge thank you to Anthony Showtime Pettis. It's UFC 206, Saturday, December 10th on pay-per-view. Max Holloway versus Anthony Showtime Pettis for the interim featherweight championship. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I hope you guys all enjoy it. But that'll do it for us, guys. Follow me on Twitter at mmercado2333. I'm on Instagram, so follow me at MikeMercado2333. And subscribe to us on YouTube to see some of the other cool projects and interviews that we have been working on. Just subscribe to me at YouTube/MikeMercado2333. And don't forget the website, mercadoairwaves.wordpress.com. There you can like the Outreach Radio Show page on Facebook as well. Thank you, guys. Thank you to Anthony Showtime Pettis. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time.